What's going on, guys? It's Jaxson, aka Xandrious here, and I've come back at you with another video. This time, League of Legends patch 7.4, from the perspective of a silver player. So, this is going to be basically me talking about the patch and how it will affect me and people at my elo a little bit higher and a little bit lower. Not so much about the competitive scene, although I do love it. I went to Worlds last year in San Francisco. Was an amazing experience, but I figured I might as well cover this patch, its changes, and basically how it affects the silver elo, the gold elo, and the bronze, because let's be honest, they're all pretty much the exact same. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate it if you do. So, without further ado, let's get into this first episode of Silver Scrapes. So, starting off with this text at the top, not really interested in that, just because, well, I mean, it's just the basic information about it, saying, you know, bye-bye to Skarzard, rest in peace, Skars, the Ginger legend. And they sort of just go over, like, the basics for it, but I'm going to be doing that, so not really need to read that. So, starting off, we have the long-anticipated, for me at least, the cho'gath changes, effects to his ult. Basically, what they're doing with cho'gath's ult is they're making it not fall off when you die. So, the way old cho'gath used to work is every time you eat something, a minion, a champion, or epic monster, you'd get a stack up to 6. Every time you die, you lose half those stacks. Super, super annoying for a cho'gath player, because I've played cho'gath quite a bit. When you die, you lose all the progress. So you lose your bonus HP, you lose your size, you lose like everything. And what it does is it really stops snowballing on cho'gath pretty bad. You can't snowball very well on cho'gath because if you lose those stacks, you still have disgusting damage output. I used to play cho'gath mid back when that was meta, and that was really fun. But I think that in general, these new changes are going to bring a lot of health to cho'gath and bring a lot of more playability to him. You'll see him a lot more at lower elos. Just because people are going to be more inclined to play him because he snowballs a little bit harder. Doesn't snowball quickly, like as quickly as he used to, because the bonuses he gets from the stacks aren't as good. But he can get as many as he wants infinitely, as long as he's killing champions and epic monsters. So there's a lot of numbers, a lot of text, but the long and short of it is cho'gath gets better the longer the game goes and the more he feasts. And he does not lose the stacks when he dies. So really good change, really anticipating playing that. Good job on that ride. I think that was a good change. A little more you can do with cho'gath, but right now, I'll take it. Second change is for Bard. Basically, it makes him go Sanic speed around the jungle. He picks up chimes, gets more move speed from it, and his max bonus chimes, which is 5, is now 80%. So basically, Bard is Sanic now. He's the golden Sanic. So, Cassiopeia, I like this change. They stopped her from doing the 180 no-scope ult. Basically, I think Faker pulled that out in LCK, and everyone was like, okay, cool, we're done. And then they also changed the way her model works when she turns. So for lower levels, honestly, does not affect us very much. No one in that level, or not no one, but very small minority of people in this elo are going to be able to do the 180 no-scope Cassiopeia ults. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen that. So it won't be that big of a deal for lower elo. I think it's just a necessary change for higher elo challenger, master tier sort of guys. Corki changes. So this is aimed more at a higher level because you don't see Corki very much in lower elos. But he's still really good. It's damage off his ult. Basically, his ult was like chunking the shit out of people, and when he had 7 of them in the barrel, it's pretty hard to do anything against a person who's fucking launching missiles at you nonstop. So more than just tuning down the damage on his ult, and you can sort of keep track of what he has missile-wise. So a little more clarity, a little less damage on Corki. It's just sort of a tuning so that he doesn't like body everyone in mid. Jhin ult, the slow duration. This is something I've been waiting for. This is something that they could take off of Jin's ult that doesn't hurt it as much, but it still keeps its damage because Jhin still needs damage on his ult. It wasn't necessary. I really like this change. This is going to affect lower elos a lot because what happened with Jhin, at least at a high level, was you'd get ticked and you get hit by that first mark of the ult, and then every single one was a death. Like the first one was a death sentence because that slow 75% was a long ass 3/4 of a second is a long time in League of Legends. So when you hit them and they're slowed for that long, that's a death sentence. And if you're doing that 3 times and the 4th one kill shot, they're going to be slowed for a second and a half. At minute, well, I guess that's for 2. So, you know, 2 seconds and 225 seconds. Whatever, doesn't fuck the math. Anyways, it's a long fucking time to be slowed, and it's a death sentence. You're going to be fucking dead if you get hit by the first shot, because most likely, if he hits you with that slow, he's going to be able to do it in the next one. So, necessary change. I think it's really good for Jhin. Good work on that one, right? Katarina MR, she's too strong early game, I assume, so they just nerfed some of her MR. I don't know. So I guess they put too much MR on her character. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I mean, her base stats were really fucking bomb after that update, so, I mean, a little small base nerf isn't too much of a deal. Maokai nerf. Fucking nothing. I don't know why the fuck they even did this. They nerfed his Q at late game, so he can't use it as much, but honestly, I don't know. And then his sapling damage. The only thing I can think of with this is that it hurts his wave clear early level with the E sapling touch, because sometimes that early damage would help clear the wave, but overall, nothing too ridiculous. I don't think it'll affect lower levels. I think Maokai's still disgusting sustained fucking damage guy. He deals fucking disgusting damage in late game fights. He sustains like a fiend. He's fucking tanky. He has fucking a root, a knockup. There's so much more to do with Maokai than just this. I think this was a little half-assed from what they could have done. Rise nerf. They nerfed the damage on his E. His E was like a fucking shotgun, dude. It was he's the AP gangplank. That's how I saw him when he first got updated. That E would fucking shockwave through minion waves. So I think that this change is going to kill some of his wave clear. He still has really good wave clear. It just won't be able to give people as hard when you're standing near minion waves and he fucking nukes it. So I think that's a good change. A lot of Rise players at lower level are going to sort of have to deal with that. I don't think it'll be too much of a change, but I think it is something healthy for Rise so he isn't so fucking strong at pushing waves. Alright, biggest change, no questions asked. Fuck yeah, right, dude. Fucking heavy metal, fucking, let's do this. I only got 4 fingers right here, like all the fucking Yordles. For some reason, Riot decided that they needed to change all Yordles so they have 4 fucking fingers. Why? No one fucking asked for this. Why? I don't know. This is something they really needed, though. Because 4 fingers is the fucking... What? Fucking Maokai is terrorizing people in the fucking top lane? What? Fucking Jace is one-shotting people from half a map away? Oh my god, there's Jhin, Varus, and Misfortune are the 3 viable ADCs. No, we gotta put 4 fucking fingers on Yordles. That's the highest priority fucking thing. Obviously, I'm joking. It's their fucking game. They can change it however they want, but... I mean, fucking seriously, Riot? 4-finger Yordles? I mean... That's some fucking lowbrow shit right there, I gotta say. Alright, armor penetration items. Lethality has become a fucking issue in 7.2 through 3. Fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Because what it did was, it shoehorned, I think this is sort of their way of dealing with Varus, Jhin, Misfortune. They shoehorned ADCs, and even Assassins, specifically ADCs into only building lethality. If you don't build lethality, cough cough Ashe, who was really fucking good previous, they fucking break it. So what you were seeing was people going fucking lethality Jinx, lethality Misfortune, lethality Jhin, lethality Varus, and that was the only thing people were running. It was this, because it's so fucking strong, you blow tanks up. So what they're doing is they're basically going down on all the lethality items and killing them. So, Yomus, less lethality. Black Cleaver, different build path, more HP, less damage, sort of hurting that lethality build. Last Whisper, they added armor penetration but removed AD, and they dropped the price or they changed the build path, so it's a little quicker and easier to get your foot into the Last Whisper, which I think is pretty good. I think it's actually a good change. Lord Dominic's, you actually have to build it when you're going as tanks. You can't just build that shit for more armor penetration, because I've seen people do that and it just sort of ends up being a little weird. So they really, you gotta be playing against a fucking Maokai to make Lord Dominic's good. But I believe it gives you more damage against tanks. So, in the end, it's a good trade-off. Giant Slayer, again, sort of miniature Lord Dominic's adjust. Support item, Knight's Vow. I really like this change, because as someone who plays support a bit, Knight's Vow was fucking horrible to build into. 2 fucking, those fucking bracelets and a fucking cloth armor. Dude, what the fuck? That's a shit-ass build. I'm having to waste 3 item slots for an item. I need wards, I need potions, I need fucking other items. I can't be wasting that much item space when I only have 6 spots for fucking half of them for a fucking Knight's Vow. That's why it wasn't getting built. It would only get built late game on Maokai's or hard tanks because you just one-click buy it because you have someone's gold, and it's a good item, I think. The build path was really piss. Like, it just wasn't good. And the adjust of the armor might actually do something, which is pretty good. So I like that. I think it's a good change, necessary for Knight's Vow to be played a little more. Mastery changes. The Fervor Battle change, I think, is good because, well, honestly, if you're ADC, you need to be taking Warlords because the sustain is so good. So hopefully, for those more consistent DPS ADs like Jinx or Tristana or Kog'Maw, I think Fervor is going to be, you know, want to take that a little more now because the stacks last for longer. But at the same time, I don't know if it's enough to make you want to. I'm not sure. I have to see how this one shakes out. I think Warlords is still really fucking good. I think the 50% bonus is still really good. Even though 20 is a big 5% is a big drop off, but I think that the 2 seconds bonus from Fervor isn't going to make Warlords better. Still, I don't know. I'll see if that one shakes out. The lower tier masteries, they're kind of just adjusting them so that Bounty Hunter isn't so broken. Double-edged sword doesn't hurt you for much, but still gives you a good bonus. Battle Trance, this is really fucking good. The 3-second ramp up next to the 5 is fucking crazy, and the bonus damage is less. But again, I guess all three are really. They're all pretty much the exact same. You're losing you're losing damage, but you don't have to work so hard to get it. So, except for Bounty Hunter, they're just nerfing that fucking thing because it legitimately is broken. On Rengar, fuck that. That's so good. All right, these guys, Precision gives less lethality, so you don't get lethality broken. Meditation, they're nerfing because supports are running that shit like crazy. And then Merciless, it's again hurting like that Lord Dominic's change. And then Resolve, you get less resistance. So in team fights, you aren't like a CC free god. This is all just sort of like the traps they're adjusting, just so that when you're a melee champion, you don't like you're trying to hit it and then you end up walking on it. So I think it's a good change so that melee champs don't like get fucked by traps. I like this control word change. I really like how, at least when you're playing Shaco or something, and you play fucking trap down and someone control wards it, it's useless. I don't like that. So I'm good that sweeping and control no longer do that. But I do think that sweeping showing at oracles is also pretty good, although obviously not too necessary. And then the Duskblade change. That is, Duskblade was only picked for the offensive stats. No one really picked it for defensive, especially at low elo. So, again, just good thing it doesn't disable everything, so not a too big deal. And then these are all sort of just sort of talking about how revealing rewards and then catch up XP. Let's see this. Earning a kill or assist while below your team's average level now grants bonus XP. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I guess it's good for people who've DC'd or someone who's like started feeding their ass off and they start catching up and getting back in the game. I like that. Underdog bonus experience. When you're lower level than your opponent, bonus experience for kills. Wow, that's actually really fucking good. That's good. So it stops snowballing as much. That's pretty good. I think at low levels that's really good because obviously the throws are real. I think that's a pretty good change. I like that. That's good. I'm excited to see how that shakes out and see if I can get some more comebacks off that. Turret First Blood is the last really big one for the patch. There's a fine line between working towards turret. Okay. Wow. More gold spread, less gold off the kill. That's pretty good. I like that. I think that's a good, so you're not too hyped off getting that first tower. It's not too big of a deal. So they're really trying to slow down that snowball. All right, I like it. I like this. I like that way that works. All right, cool. Well, that has been the video. Silver Scrapes with me, Jaxson, aka Xandrious. I hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Give me a favorite. Give me a comment. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good Thursday. I will see you tomorrow.